This is what it's all about. This is what we're talking about, man. Woo.
Berger's kick sails deep to Tim Dwight, and he's going to bring it from 5 yards deep in the end zone. Dwight has great speed to the 23-yard line. Corey Fuller made the stop. 1st and 10 Atlanta at the 23. Chandler back to Mathis. Play pass fake. Chandler. One-handed grab by Terrence Mathis. What a catch.
What a catch that was.
4 wide receiver setup. Chandler will operate from the shotgun. Has time. Tony Martin wide open to the Viking 25. The Vikings showing blitz. Chandler outside complete. Tony Martin, a strike from Chandler. Mathis is the move man. Anderson hammers down to about the 5, still on his feet. Split backs this time.
And this is where the crowd noise is the loudest.
Chandler drops. Up the middle, touchdown. Jamal Anderson out of the backfield.
And there's the Dirty Birds. They do that Dirty Bird whether they're home or on the road. And
David Palmer in the backfield. The 3rd down specialist. Here's Cunningham going deep for Moss. Incomplete and a flag on the play. A flag on the play.
Ray Buchanan is arguing that Randy Moss was grabbing him. But the official always has the last say, and the official said that it's pass interference, that Ray Buchanan was grabbing Randy Moss. What a weapon this Randy Moss is. He scores 17 touchdowns.
34, defense, 1st down.
You know, but how many of these things has he gotten? Here you see Buchanan is playing. Now, he should have got a bump on him there. He wanted to play outside in, but he played inside out. He did have his hands all over him, and he wasn't even looking back.
And Moss had his hands all over him as well.
And that's the thing that you're going to get out there. And you know, anytime Randall Cunningham sees man-to-man, he's just going to throw a jump ball like he did there.
That's a wise thing to do. Here's Cunningham again, going deep. Out of the end zone. Touchdown! He's in the end zone. Randy Moss. Took him a long time to make the call.
What a player.
1st down. Chandler drops. Hit just as he let it go, but the pass is caught by Tony Martin in Minnesota territory. 3rd and 11. Split back situation this time again. Chandler has time, gets it out of the backfield to Harold Green, who had it and lost it. The Vikings are saying we got it back if he had it.
That's what the officials say. Remember last week where the Atlanta Falcons thought they had one when Chuck Smith picked it up and ran it in the end zone. Ended up giving the ball back to the 49ers.
It's Minnesota ball. 3rd and about 2 or 3. Cunningham again has time. And again, the pass is caught by Moss. 1st down, Minnesota inside the Atlanta 20. Robert Smith. That's the first time he's seen any daylight. And he takes advantage down to about the 13.
That was one of Brian Billick's tricks that I think kind of backfired on him, huh?
Gary Anderson puts the Vikings ahead. He is still perfect. John Randall on the sideline, you saw. Chandler back to throw it. O.J. Santiago, his tight end, and another loose ball. Fumble, and Minnesota has it. Griffith came up with it.
Well, Griffith should come up with it. He's been all over the field.
They got 3 points off their 1st turnover, Minnesota did. Now they've got another one. Moss comes in motion, and Cunningham is going to work. There's a screen pass to Moss. And Randy Moss, who's got great speed, gets down to the 15 and hurdles over to about the 13. And Everett Lindsay has replaced him in the Minnesota offensive line, right guard. Handoff to Charles Evans, one of the rare carries that he gets, and he gets good yardage. Cunningham crouches under the center. He's going straight ahead and dives into the end zone. Randall's wife, Felicity.
He's the offensive line coach, so you see the defensive line coach on one side telling their guys what they have to do. The offensive line coach on the other side telling them what they have to do.
That's Robert Smith, and there's nothing there for Robert. There's the Falcon, and there's a flag on the play. This might be a face mask. Jesse Tuggle was the first Falcon there.
Jesse Tuggle, again, has been very active up and down the line of scrimmage. And again, that play starts by his two defensive tackles tying up two blockers and freeing him to flow.
Face mask violation against Atlanta. Here's Robert Smith.
Foul, grasping the face mask, 58, defense, 15 yards.
Got him.
Yep.
First down.
That's Jesse Tuggle. He got in the flow. He was free. He did exactly what he had to do until he grabbed the face mask at the end. We've talked about this all season. Remember, there's two types of face mask penalties, the 5-yard and the 15-yard variety. And it seemed this year, every time there's a face mask penalty, it's a 15-yard variety.
Well, it's supposed to be, if it's incidental, only 5. But as you say, we haven't seen many 5.
I think old Jesse jerked that one pretty good. And
Yeah, he did.
The Falcons look like they're self-destructing here in this second quarter.
They got to calm down right now. Here's Cunningham. He gets it out to Charles Evans, who's knocked out of bounds, and there's another flag. Booker hit Evans, and they think he hit him a little late, I believe.
You know, there's a you want to be fired up, you want to be ready to play. You know it's a championship game. The winner goes to the Super Bowl, but still within that intensity, you have to be smart.
Personal foul.
You don't want to lose your poise.
80 of the defense, 15 yards.
Another 15. That was close.
Yeah, but at some point they have to let him play. I mean, that was probably pass interference, but at some point you have to let those guys play.
Anderson from 35 yards out. It's 20-7.
But I never felt it was a necessary part of the game.
3rd and 10. Cunningham drops. Moss goes deep. Cunningham lost the ball somehow. Pump fake, and he lost it. Atlanta says they have it.
Well, if they did, we just said what Atlanta needs is a turnover, and this would be a big one if they get this.
They got it. Mathis in motion. Chandler drops. Touchdown, just like that. Terrence Mathis.
That's exactly what they needed. I mean, they needed the turnover, and they're very good inside the 20, and then, of course, they needed to score to go.
1st and 10 Atlanta at their own 42. They trail by 6. Chandler with time has Tony Martin open and hits him. Moves into Viking territory. 2nd and 5. The winner of this goes to Miami. Tim Dwight is cut down at about the 16-yard line. From 27 yards, Morton Anderson will attempt a field goal. 3 wide receivers this time. Cunningham back to throw it underneath Chris Carter. Nobody does it better.
Those are things that should be brought out more about football players.
4 wide receivers. Cunningham comes out of the pocket, throws to Carter, I beg your pardon, and Chris Carter stays on his feet and gets inside the 40, about the 37. DeLong goes in motion. Cunningham quickly, this time to Glover. And they'll move the sticks again. That's DeLong who comes out. Cunningham looks right, then left, and then throws. And wide open is DeLong, who's knocked out of bounds at about the 6. Cunningham drops. Has time. Touchdown. Matthew Hatchett. Third and 9, and the noise gets louder and louder, and now the Falcons are, no question about it, having trouble hearing. Chandler going deep, got a man open. Caught by Tony Martin. Martin down at about the 8-yard line.
What a throw by Chris Chandler. I'll tell you, Dwayne Clemens was on there, and he hits Chandler just as he throws the ball. This is what happens out here, and you see it's just man-to-man, and it's a little double move.
Whoa.
You see, you give the out and go. Now, Tony Martin is the speed guy in this team. So if you're going to go for the big one, you go to Tony Martin.
From 24 yards away. Morton Anderson hits it.
Again, it gives him an extra blocker at the point of attack.
Smith again. He's going to have the first down and more. Robert Smith out of bounds at midfield. Good block by Chris Carter.
That's a stupid question, but his guys are always all on the same page.
Robert Smith is back, and he gets the carry. And Smith is around the corner. And he gets the Viking first down. And the clock stops with 4.5 minutes, 4:32. 4.5 minutes left. Here's Robert Smith. Not much room this time, but he found some. And Smith trips over the 30, is very, very near a first down. And Anderson hasn't missed in 2 years.
So that's a pretty good bet if you say, do you think Gary Anderson will make this field goal? The answer should probably be yes.
39 yards away. And it's not good.
Who would have thought anything? Who would have thought that the Atlanta Falcons would be playing the Minnesota Vikings for the championship?
Indeed, who would have thought? Here's Chandler. Pass is caught. Mathis trying to get out of bounds. Chandler from the shotgun. Has a man open. That's Ronnie Harris, and Harris is out of bounds. They have one timeout left. Chandler's going to take off with it. And he dives to about the 23.
I don't know that he didn't hurt his knee either, Matt.
He did.
He has to take that last timeout, too. He went down, and he really drove that right knee into the carpet. A couple on this drive that weren't spirals.
Yep. 2nd and 10, he drops. Out of the pocket.
Touchdown.
End zone. Touchdown. Touchdown. Atlanta.
Oh, holy brother.
Do you go for 2?
No, heck no, you don't go for 2. You got to tie it up. The first thing you have to do is you have to get tied, then you go for a win. I mean, I'm sure that is one thing that never crossed Dan Reeves's mind.
8:28 left in the first overtime period. And Chandler drops the throw and throws up the middle to O.J. Santiago as tight end. First down.
Because if you're the Vikings, you don't want them to go any further than this. And if you're Atlanta, you're trying to get first down.
Chandler back to throw it. Going deep for Santiago. And he got it. Cross midfield. The tight end, O.J. Santiago. Chandler 27 out of 43. Anderson's longest, by the way, is 60 when he was with the Saints. Second down. He gives to Jamal Anderson, and Anderson hammers down to the 23. Wayne Rudd made the stop from 39 yards out. Anderson is good. He knows it. They know it. Morton Anderson. From 38 yards officially, Morton Anderson and the Atlanta Falcons ended 30-27, and Atlanta goes to Miami.
And Dan Reeves is now the third coach to take more than one team to a Super Bowl.
He took Denver, and now he's taken Atlanta.